On August 15, 2025, India awoke in a wave of pride and patriotism, celebrating its 79th Independence Day. From the Himalayas to Kanyakumari, the nation united to honor the sacrifices of freedom fighters and the hard-won liberty of 1947. The tricolour flew high, streets buzzed with celebration, and a sense of unity filled every corner of the country. This year's theme, Naya Bharat, New India, set a forward-looking tone, blending remembrance with ambition for a developed nation by 2047. The Red Fort in Delhi became the focal point, its ramparts echoing with both solemn remembrance and optimism. The day was a tribute to past heroes and present protectors, a celebration of India's resilience and its ever-evolving identity. Independence Day is not just a holiday, it's a reaffirmation of democratic values and the relentless spirit that defines modern India. As the sun rose, the nation reflected on its journey, acknowledging triumphs, challenges, and the promise of a brighter future. The story of this Independence Day is one of pride, confidence, and a clear vision for the path ahead. The Red Fort in Delhi once again became the heart of India's Independence Day celebrations. The historic monument, draped in the tricolour, welcomed thousands, farmers, athletes, and young achievers, symbolizing a new India that celebrates excellence in every field. The Prime Minister unfurled the national flag, a 21-gun salute thundered, and the anthem united the crowd in emotion. Indian Air Force helicopters showered petals, one bearing the national flag and another the emblem of Operation Sindoor, this year's symbol of national resolve. The theme of Naya Bharat was everywhere, from decorations to the honored guests, underscoring a vision of strength and self-reliance. The event paid tribute to the armed forces, sending a clear message of unity and unwavering support for those who defend the nation. The presence of citizens from all walks of life highlighted that nation-building is a collective effort. The Red Fort ceremony set the tone for the country, inspiring millions with a message of hope and determination. It was more than a ritual. It was a powerful reflection of India's priorities and aspirations. Naya Bharat, New India, was the rallying cry of this Independence Day, representing a bold vision for 2047. The goal: transform India into a fully developed, self-reliant nation, leading in economic growth, technology, and security. Major reforms, like next-generation GST and massive infrastructure investments, aim to unlock opportunity for every citizen. The dream is a prosperous India, free from poverty, where everyone can reach their potential. National security is central. India is pushing for self-reliance in defense, with projects like the Sudarshan Chakra, indigenous air defense system. The message, a secure, sovereign India, must stand on its own strength. Social challenges are also in focus, with new demographic missions to manage population growth and ensure resources benefit all citizens. Naya Bharat is a comprehensive roadmap, calling on 1.4 billion people to build a nation that leads, not follows. It's a promise rooted in heritage, powered by youth, and driven by ambition. The vision is clear. By 2047, India aims to be a global powerhouse, developed, secure, and united. A defining moment of this Independence Day was the tribute to Operation Sindoor, a bold military response to a terrorist attack in Kashmir. In May 2025, Indian forces crossed the border, targeting terrorist camps and demonstrating a new zero-tolerance policy. The operation showcased exceptional bravery, with the Indian Air Force downing enemy aircraft and sending a strong message to hostile neighbors. Colonel Sophia Qureshi emerged as a national hero, her leadership and courage symbolizing the changing face of the Indian military. As the first woman to lead an Indian contingent in a multinational exercise, her story inspires a new generation. The name Sindoor, a symbol of sacred commitment, underscored India's unbreakable bond with its land and people. The operation's success was celebrated nationwide, reinforcing trust in the armed forces and the nation's resolve against terrorism. This tribute was not just about military might, but about honoring sacrifice and unity. Operation Sindoor became a rallying point for national pride and determination. It reminded the country that security and courage are at the heart of Naya Bharat. From the Red Fort, Prime Minister Modi delivered a landmark Independence Day speech, his 12th in a row. He honored freedom fighters and soldiers, then laid out a roadmap for a confident, forward-looking India. Key announcements included next-generation GST reforms and ambitious welfare schemes to empower every citizen. Modi's message on national security was uncompromising. India will defend its interests, with no tolerance for terrorism or nuclear threats. He referenced the Indus Waters Treaty, warning that blood and water can't flow together, and reaffirmed India's right to act decisively. The speech blended pride in heritage with a call to build a Viksit Bharat, a developed India, by 2047. It was a call to unity, urging every Indian to contribute to the nation's progress. The address ended with optimism, inspiring hope for a stronger, more prosperous future. As India celebrated, world leaders sent messages of congratulations, highlighting the nation's growing global stature. Russian President Putin praised India's achievements and reaffirmed the deep strategic partnership between the two countries. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio called the U.S.-India relationship critically important, emphasizing shared values and collaboration in technology and security. These messages reflected genuine respect for India's rise as a major global player and responsible democracy. India's foreign policy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family, has earned it trust across diverse power blocs. The global cheers showed India is seen as a force for peace, prosperity, and democratic values. Independence Day became a moment of international affirmation for India's journey and its future. Amid celebration, India faced sobering challenges, both global and domestic. Tensions with the US over tariffs and Russian oil purchases highlighted the complexities of India's foreign policy. Economic pressure and diplomatic dilemmas forced India to balance its interests carefully on the world stage. At home, tragedy struck with a deadly cloudburst in Jammu and Kashmir, and violence against minorities in neighboring Bangladesh. These events underscored the need for disaster, preparedness, and vigilance against communal strife. The backdrop of adversity reminded the nation that progress requires constant effort and compassion. India's journey is marked by resilience, but the path ahead demands unity and resolve. Independence Day was both a celebration and a call to confront challenges with courage. India's story is written by generations of heroes, freedom fighters and modern defenders alike. Lieutenant Rangaswamy Madhavan Pillai, a 99-year-old veteran of the Azad Hind Fauj, stands as a living link to the freedom struggle. His journey, from joining the INA at 17 to enduring British imprisonment, embodies the sacrifices that won India's liberty. Honoring veterans like Pillai ensures their legacy inspires new generations. Today, heroes like Colonel Sophia Qureshi carry that torch. Her leadership in Operation Sindoor and her trailblazing role in the army break barriers and inspire millions. Her family's legacy of service, stretching back to 1857, shows that courage runs deep in India's fabric. From freedom's dawn to modern times, the spirit of selfless service remains India's bedrock. These heroes, celebrated and unsung, remind us that freedom is both a right and a responsibility. Their stories fuel the nation's progress and unity. As India moves forward, it draws strength from their example, building a future worthy of their sacrifice. As the 79th Independence Day ended, hope and resolve filled the air. The day showcased India's resilience, pride, and a vision for a developed nation by 2047. Naya Bharat and Operation Sindoor reflected a country ready to define its destiny and protect its interests. Warm greetings from world leaders affirmed India's positive role on the global stage. The real strength lies in its people, farmers, athletes, scientists, and soldiers, who drive the nation forward. The spirit of unity and ambition is India's greatest asset. The tricolour symbolized not just sovereignty, but a promise of dignity, security, and opportunity for all. Independence Day was a celebration of the journey so far, and a hopeful prayer for an even greater future.